7:35 on this Friday. We want to welcome to the studio again Dr. Jake Long, Superintendent of Mountain Public Schools, and Janet Wood. It's good to see everybody. Welcome, everyone.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Gee, I could have had the day off.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us.
Fourth day of school. How's it going?
Very good. It is fourth day. Our enrollment is 3,974, which is slightly down. I believe this time last year we was right around the 4,000 mark. But anyway, we're certainly still enrolling a few students here and there, and then some students still dropping as parents are transitioning from the school year. But we've had a great start. It's those things that you really worry about on the first few days of school, schedule changes, everybody getting in a routine, right buses, drop off, pick up. So those things have gone pretty smooth. Always, there's always definitely room for improvement, but
in Pinkston Middle School, let's address that real quick on Highway 201 South.
You bet. There's lots of as everybody knows, the construction going on there, but I will have to say that the Department of Transportation, the contractor out there, has done a great job in ensuring that those approaches there off to Pinkston and then down towards the kindergarten center have been widened enough to where parents can get in and out. It certainly we would prefer that it was done, but for the situation, it's gone very smoothly.
So we haven't had a St. Louis Rams Dallas Cowboy incident out there yet, right?
No, not yet, and I hope we don't. So, have to thank the Mountain Home Police Department for the work they've been out in force and helping assist us with that. And of course, we have a school resource officer out there with the sheriff's department that helps out, and she was doing a great job directing traffic last night whenever I was out there. So all in all,
Teamwork.
very well.
Teamwork.
Yeah, it does, and that's one of the biggest things that I've seen from the Mountain Home community in the start of the school year is the amount of people that are chipping in to get the school year underway.
The tradition of excellence continues.
Yeah.
Well, because it's such a big part of the community here is a very giving, and we speak of that all the time. And I think that when they see, we were talking about taxes, and they see the monies that go into the school, they have a vested interest no matter what your situation is in life. If you live here, you have a vested interest in the schools here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, our people care. They want to see the kids successful. They want to see the teachers successful.
Sure.
And that's the everybody from the community volunteers to obviously our faculty and staff, our teachers, maintenance, secretarial. I mean, all these people have a key role in getting the school year going. And then our business partners, the parent involvement committees. I mean, it goes on and on and on from the people that contribute to getting the school year up and running.
Now I've got to ask Coach Wood. Something's near dear to my heart. The press box.
The press box. We are making.
I drove by there the other day. There wasn't one.
We are making.
That was an improvement.
We are making strides to the press box. There was a little delay in the steel. It was, and that's kind of the holdup right now. But as soon as it arrives, I'm sure there'll be all hands on deck to get that done. It will be very nice.
The season start?
Well, Bomberfest is tonight.
Bomberfest is tonight.
Oh, okay.
And
so we need and give us a little on that.
Our Bomberfest.
Yeah.
It starts at 5:00. This will be our 5th annual Bomberfest, and a barbecue cook-off.
Yeah.
Public is invited. Admission will be. This year we're going with a packaged food item, and we've partnered with the food bank. And so we feel like this is a great venue to use to help the food bank. We have enough towels and body wash to get us through this year. The barbecue cook-off, we have 10 entrants. So all the food is free. People can come by and meal around. We have the bouncy house. We have the National Guard pedal carts again, a lot of tent decorations. Top Flight will be set up. The Bomber Booster Club will be set up. And it's just a fun day. Obstacle course for the kids, the elementary kids. And then the volleyball games, the blue and gold will be going on starting at 5:00 as well. The high school is going to play the alumni this year, a little bit different. Another thing we have different is a band, Nikki Reed's band, really young young guys, and that will be
That'll be good.
an added attraction.
Good.
So it's just it'll be a great afternoon for Bomberfest,
Excellent.
starting at 5:00.
And you were mentioning before we went back on the air after the news about conference realignment.
Oh, we're so excited. Just got released yesterday. You know, we've been working so hard to get out of all the travel. And
Oh my goodness!
yes, you're going to, Dale, you're really going to say, wow, when you hear
Because
this.
I can remember when
How many years?
My youngest son, well, we've got to go to West Memphis. We're leaving at 7:30 in the morning.
So
What conference were we in?
we were in with Jonesboro,
What letter?
6A, 7A
Okay.
combined,
Okay.
4 6A schools and 4 7A. We were in Jonesboro, Searcy, Marion, and us were the 4
Yeah.
6As, and then we had to go to North Little Rock,
Right.
Little Rock Central,
Yeah.
And
Cabot,
Marion's that
and West
place on
Memphis.
I-55 where it says 23 miles to Memphis.
So now we're with.
So now this will begin in the fall of 2016
Okay.
for that 2-year cycle. They've combined 5 and 6A,
Oh.
and we are with Batesville, BB, Greenbrier, Morrilton, Searcy, and Valonia.
Oh, that'd be much easier
Oh,
for
wow.
everybody. Then.
Yeah.
Good.
There's
good.
7 schools in the
Good.
So
conference
you
now.
can actually have a football game
now,
away at 10 o'clock. Still be
now
home by-
football is 6A only.
Really?
Okay, our football conference is separate from all other sports.
Okay.
For conference play only.
But does that bring us into a more reasonable? I mean, some of these kids that we were playing.
Reasonable is the key word.
Yeah.
Because we're playing schools that we're more like in enrollment.
That's okay. That's good.
So that's the key.
And that's what it should be.
It should be.
I mean,
You know,
because we go to the games and you go and you go, oh my God, you could start for the Bears. I mean, some of these kids from some of these schools are just.
Well, we have
The
close
man
to
child.
900 kids in our top 3 grades, and North Little Rock has 2,200.
Exactly. Sure, they're a much deeper
Cabot has
pool,
2,300,
obviously. Yeah,
so-
we shouldn't be playing against those.
So
types
now
of-
we're going to be playing all 6A
Good.
schools
Now,
in
let's
football.
say in football, once the realignment takes place, are we going to have to drive to the other end of the state for playoffs?
Pine Bluff will be our furthest travel.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Because the last time when we went to, when my son was playing, we went to El Dorado. I Googled it any which way I could. It was 5 miles closer to go to Busch Stadium.
But the good part about football is it's one trip every other Friday.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So for 5 trips. So that's
But
not,
that travel's not going to be that bad.
no.
And
then this is
and
through
the
the
students
week.
don't have to get up and go to school the next day.
Correct.
That's
So
true.
that's
That's
one
right.
of the
That's
big,
right.
one of the big things with the travel, even for like basketball or baseball. I mean, kids have to travel
I
on a
remember
Tuesday
on a-
night or on
Yeah.
a Thursday night. They've got to get home at
Sure.
midnight, 1
Sure.
o'clock. and
Well,
get-
I remember a
Homework and
track
all the other
meet.
things that go on into things like that. Track and field, things like that. Sure.
And now this will be our football. I mean, this will be our baseball, softball,
Oh, okay, good.
volleyball,
Good.
soccer.
Wow.
Very good. Very
Good work.
You were talking about enrollment and enrollment being down a little bit. Is that kind of typical at the beginning of the year? Just some of the parents like we're just kind of, oh yeah, I got to get around to that, or do we lose some to homeschooling, or
You know, I don't know the exact source of it. If you look at our overall trend in our school district, the enrollment is slightly decreasing, and so that's something that we certainly have to watch as far as our student count go, because our funding's based off of
Exactly.
our state funding's based off the number of students, and so we have to watch that and making sure that we're adjusting our we're right sized for the number of students that we're actually educating. And so it's something that from my seat I have to definitely pay a lot of attention to ensure that we're right sized for the number of students we're servicing.
how many kindergartens do we have this year? How
We
many
have
kindergartens?
we have one kindergarten center, and I can pull that number up for you in just a second. But I
'Cause we
want to say
kinda
it's
use
somewhere
that
in
as a-
287.
Yeah, okay,
something
because
like
we
that.
kind of use that as a number of
Oh,
because
yeah.
people obviously realtors and we
Yeah.
talk to people and they go, oh, that's a retirement community. I don't want to go down there. We go, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's like 9 kindergarten classes going on, or 17 or whatever it was, a year or so ago. I says, this isn't just old people here. There's a number of other things going on.
The kindergarten enrollment is 273. Last
big
year it was 263. The year before that it was 331.
Wow.
Year before that 299, and then 303. So slightly down if you
But
look
that's
at
part of the,
overall
when you look at
trend.
the economy, though, you can see how the number would fall
Sure.
off because as the economy,
Yeah.
people aren't going to have as many children. When the economy isn't as good, you're not sure what your future is going to be. So that would kind of. So, but that's good. It's picking up again. That's good.
Let me go ahead and grab this break real quick. We get a little bit more time to close out, so make sure everybody gets plenty of time to say what they need to. Be right back. 7:48. We're visiting with Superintendent of Schools Dr. Jake Long, and Janet Wood is here as well. And once again, welcome back, everybody.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you.
We were talking on the break about subsidized lunches and things like that, and maybe you could explain so that people have a little better idea that the kids aren't stigmatized in any way and the benefit of these programs.
It's a national. I mean, it's a federal program, the free and reduced lunch and breakfast and lunch counts, and so we just encourage any parents or students that need that assistance to get the application out. It's not nobody's being marked or being targeted, and it's a nice it's assistance there, and then a portion of the school's funding is based off of that number.
So there's an increase in the funding
Yeah.
based on the number of kids that are eligible, and you have to show that you're eligible.
Yes, you do.
You can't just
Yes, you do.
say put me in the program.
Yes, you do. We're right around currently right around the 50%, give or take, 5 plus or minus, but it's an important piece of the back to school because those applications have to be filled out at the beginning of the school year, just like all the other paperwork, which we're working to make it easier for parents to get their students enrolled.
And it's the same for Norfolk School, for Flip and Yellville, all the way.
You could say all the way
County, as far if you're within the sound of my voice.
Yeah.
The children are eligible for these programs,
Yes.
and the schools are eligible to receive the benefit of that as well.
Absolutely.
Janet, what else you got for us?
Well, talk a little bit about Guy Berry.
Yep.
My office is actually located in Guy Berry, and I'm very excited to be there. I'm helping Mr. Kincaid. We the Baxter County Alternative School students transitioned into the Mountain Home Public Schools. So we're housing a lot more students at Guy Berry at the current time. And we have so many great programs going on. I was watching Mr. Tardif's community service class yesterday, and they're cleaning out that area. They're building a fish pond. There are plans for some roost and have some chickens. They actually hatch their own eggs and raise the baby chicks, and just so many neat things going on at Guy Berry.
The tilapia project.
They filleted. We are about to get 100 little fingerlings, I think they're called. They're small tilapia, and then we'll raise those throughout the school year. And just last week, they filleted 96 out of the 100 lived, and they donated.
Let's eat.
Yes, and they donated that to the food bank. So those 96 tilapia fillets,
great.
and so many neat things going on.
How do you see the process of education changing? You've been in the system, 25, 30 years?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Actually,
I was just going to say, Dale, you could have said a while.
Actually,
45.
A while.
Actually, I'm thinking because it's quite a bit longer than that. But
I was being generous.
I see a lot more hands-on activities for the children because that's the way
But see,
students
that's how
learn.
I learned to do front-end alignment on cars. They set a
Exactly.
stack of books, and this was like late 80s or late 70s, early 80s, and they're how to line a 48 Ford.
Well, a lot of our career academies at the high school is that project-based learning, which we've been doing in Mount Home. We've been taking that approach for at least 15 years, and a lot of schools are just introducing that concept of PBL.
And that's so important. I mean, because not everybody belongs in college. I know that you're educators, and you don't like to hear that, but not everybody belongs in college. There's somebody who can change the washers on the sinks and get the heating and air to work right in here and get the radio towers to work, auto mechanics, all of that type of stuff. Because not everybody's head is going to wrap around the college thing, and then they come out with debt, and they have nothing really to show for it at the end of the day. But to be able to go to a school, and like this welding school up here, and things like that, to be able to put kids into there, it's huge. Because they can make money with their hands.
That's the neat thing about partnering with ASU Mountain Home as well. Like Dr. Long said, the Career Academy concept, we have over 60 students that are going to like the HVAC program.
That's great.
They can go first block
Yeah.
out to the new ASU Tech Center and technology, welding, so many neat things like
We'll
that.
say that our Education Foundation has promised scholarships for funding some of our Mountain Home High School students to go to ASU to those tech programs, and so that's certainly exciting.
Yes, indeed.
Also, ASU Mountain Home has added a CNA program this past year for Mountain Home High School students. So we have students going out there taking part of that. So certainly some good things happening within the partnership between ASU Mountain Home and our high schools and junior highs and the programs.
Sure.
And
everything, and everybody works together.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and those that are raising funds. I'm with the Twin Lakes Retired Police meeting today. And
What time? Noon?
We're gonna. Yeah, they know where to be. We do scholarships for policemen's, children, and to help them, and all the number of other different, the Elks and everybody that gives funds out, and that's what it's for. It's to help these kids get a leg up on the rest of their life, and being able, giving them a variety of choices that they can make. Yeah. That's so important.
Got a few announcements. Nelson Wilkes will be having a parent night scheduled for August 27th.
That's next Thursday.
Yes, sir. From 5:30 to 6:30. Also, I wanted to give North Arkansas Electric a shout out because they have donated shoes for every third grader there at Hackler.
They're amazing.
And so
All right, Mel
Coleman, Jerry Estes, way to go.
Amazing. Jerry's the whole crew over there. It's just so good.
So we are very thankful for doing that for those students.
That's a huge project.
Yeah, we're excited about it. Also, our Mount Home Junior High has a parent night happening on Tuesday, August 25th, from 6 to 8. And so those are just some of the things that we have coming up in the near future that I think is certainly important for our public to know.
And it's not too late if you miss getting registered. They can still come and register,
if
and
kids are at home. Let's get them to school. They need to be at school.
There was something I was supposed to do. What was it? Because going back to the day where it used to be you'd go to school after Labor Day, that's done. So if the kids are around and you're going, I think they're supposed to be someplace. It's not too late. Come on in and get them signed up and get them in programs.
Absolutely.
The final 30 seconds, Dr. Long.
It's I've already hit on a little bit, but want to thank the community for a safe and effective start to the school year. Continue while you're out there on the streets of a morning on your commute. Watch out for those little ones. There's cell phone laws and policies around schools, so make sure that if you're around the schools, keep your eyes on the road. Watch out for those little ones. There are students.
The big ones. You got big ones that are moping around.
Absolutely.
Too. It's not just the little ones.
Our student safety is our number one concern.
Amen to that. Our thanks to Dr. Jake Long for being here, Janet Wood and Bob Zadora of Mountain Public Schools. The tradition of excellence continues. I get it. I haven't said
that. Look at that tagline, so you need to get using it again.
That wraps it up. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye.